Hello everyone, this is Aryan, your coach and mentor, and welcome back to my YouTube channel on Aryan Tutorials, where in this video I'm going to take up your Act 1, Scene 1 of Macbeth. Okay, so let's get started. To tell you about the background, I have already discussed it in my previous video, and here I'll tell you a bit of summary of what is going to happen. This scene takes place on a Scottish moor, basically an uprooted landmass which has no vegetation during a thunderstorm, where the three witches or the weird sisters appear and makes plan to meet with Macbeth after the battle. They speak in eerie tones and make ominous predictions before disappearing. The scene sets the tone for the play and introduces the supernatural elements that will play a major role in the story Macbeth. So let's start with the Act 1, Scene 1. Now, the scene takes place on a deserted place of Scotland where the three weird sisters or the three witches, they meet each other and they talk in cryptic tone. Okay, cryptic tone means they talk in very ambiguous and incomplete riddles and puzzles, and they decide to meet Macbeth later in the play. So the scene takes place amidst thunder and lightning, where enter the three weird sisters or the three witches. Now, this thunder and lightning is very significant, is very important, because for the dark entities, this kind of time during thunder, lightning, and storm and rain, it is very appropriate to them. And this is a time which is perfectly suitable for them to meet and go about on their evil errands, on their evil journeys. Okay, and also the number three is very significant because in occultism, the multiples of three or number three holds an important place. Okay, so please remember that the scenic background of Macbeth is in sync with what is to follow in the play. Okay, the first witch. When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? When the hurly-burly is done, when the battle's lost and won, and that'll be ere the set of sun. Where the place upon the heath, there to meet with Macbeth? I come, grey Malkin, paddock calls, anon. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and fill the air. So now the first scene, I know it would have sounded a little bit weird to y'all, but this is how the witches, they talk with each other, okay? So first of all, you need to know that the multiples of 3 has an occult value. So in terms of witchcraft, 3 and the multiple of 3 holds a lot of significance, and that is why we have been introduced to 3 witches in this play. So the first witch asks that when shall 3 of us going to meet again? Are we going to meet in thunder, in lightning, or in rain? Now please note that thunder, lightning, or in rain, this kind of weather is very suitable for the witches or the dark entities to serve their purpose, because they intend to bring tragedy and storm in the life of the character which they are talking about, who is Macbeth over here. Okay, so second which says, when the hurly-burly is done. Hurly-burly means the chaos or the commotion of the battle which is going on the other part of the play of Scotland, which is not yet introduced to us in this particular scene, but the details of that battle we'll come to know later in the scene, in the next scene, that is scene 2. So when the hurly-burly is done, that is when the confusion and the chaos of battle will come to a conclusion. So when the battle's lost and won. So battles lost and won, it conveys that witches are very indifferent to whosoever wins the battle. They are not very concerned about who should win the battle or who should lose it. Okay, they are unbothered or unconcerned. And third witch adds on saying that the conclusion of battle will be ere the set of sun. So ere means before the sunset, the battle will come to an end today, and that is when we are going to meet under thunder, lightning, or in rain, and the place will be upon the heath. Now, heath means it is an open, barren space of land with a lack of vegetation. Okay, and the purpose, why are we going to meet? Why are they going to meet there? There to meet with Macbeth. So now, as I said that Macbeth is not yet introduced in the first scene, but then he holds a lot of importance in the upcoming scene. So you must be wondering that these dark entities, the witches, if they are planning to meet with Macbeth, obviously it wouldn't be for any good of Macbeth. They would be having some evil intentions, something wrong which they want to bring down on Macbeth, and that is why they take the name of Macbeth. So there to meet with Macbeth, I come Grey Malkin and Paddock calls. Now who is Grey Malkin and Paddock? They are called the attending spirits of the witches, where Grey Malkin is a grey cat and Paddock is a toad. ओके सो दे आर दी अटेंडिंग स्पिरिट्स. जैसे हमारे हिंदू में अपने देवी देवताओं के वाहन नहीं होते हैं, वैसे ही इट इज देयर अटेंडिंग स्पिरिट्स who would always call on witches, who would call them when it is about to go on evil errands, that is evil journey, to perform some evil deeds. Okay, and they are called the familiars. Okay, I'll write it down for you all. They are called the familiars of witches. Familiars, and familiars are the attending spirits of the witches. Okay, they are the attending spirits of the witches. So she's like, I come, Grey Malkin. I'll just come. He's calling me, and Paddock is also calling me. Anon, anon means in a moment they are there. And then the central theme of the play. This line is very important. If you can quote it in your answer, you will get brownie points for that. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and fill the air. So, fair is foul. What does it convey? It conveys that good deeds and good things are foul to witches, and only foul things, evil things are good to witches. So whatever is fair is foul to the witches, and whatever is foul is good to witches. Whatever is good is bad to the witches, and whatever is bad seems good to witches. So that is a central theme of the play, which is appearance versus reality. कि जो चीजें जैसी दिख रही है वैसी होंगी नहीं, and whatever is not being visible, the things would go in that manner. So fair is foul and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and fill the air. So let us go above the fog and fly from there, and they make themselves air up in the air. That is, they vanish up. Now, this fog and filthy is also symbolic. It is important. First of all, that this foggy and filthy weather suits the evil spirits. And secondly, it is also conveying, it is foreshadowing the fog and the filth that they will bring down upon Macbeth later in the play. So first scene itself foreshadows that these evil spirits intend to do something onto Macbeth which will drown him into his ultimate fatal end later in the play. So I hope you all would have understood this first scene. And if you are liking my video, then please do like, share, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And stay tuned for more such quality explanation video. Take care. I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye-bye.